brand new Kill Switch. J.A.C's back in the band. No end in sight. Album coming out hopefully by the end of the year or the start of next year. Got two of Babylon Fire in the studio. If you want to get in contact, you can. 01614 99022. That's 01614 99022. Studio at wfmradio.org is the email. I'm live on the internet. www.wfmradio.org. The proper start to that show, a bit weird, wasn't it? Playing the equipment, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, exactly.
So how's the preparations for the launch night for the new album going then?
Really good, yeah. We're ready to go now. Tomorrow night, NQ Live, Manchester, Tip Street. Early start, 6 o'clock. You get to see ourselves launching and celebrating the release of our new album, Dark Horizons, which came out on Monday, just gone. And then we're backed up by 3 awesome bands as well. We've got local thrash heroes, Derision. Recently played at Bloodstock.
Supported Evile.
Yeah, they did indeed. Yeah. We've got Icon.
Yeah.
Groove Monster Metal from Lancashire somewhere.
Groove Monster Metal. I've heard of Groove Metal. What, Groove Monster?
Yeah, well, it's Monster Metal with a groove.
Have you seen this?
Oh, is it a new metal genre?
No, it's just what I called it.
Fair enough.
Just how I
That's
referred to
tagline.
it. Yeah. And then we've got Damage-Scape.
Yeah. Opening the night up.
Yeah, female fronted melodic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Damage-Scape are a really good band. I played some of the stuff for the EP on the album.
Yeah, Gemma Fox, yeah.
She's awesome, she is.
Yeah. So a bit of everything really for the night.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
So how much are the tickets and all that kind of stuff? And remind us when it is. I know it's tomorrow night, but
yeah,
what time?
it's £6 in advance. But I believe now the only way to get them, unless any of the other bands have got any tickets left, I know we've pretty much got rid of all ours, not all of them.
Yeah.
So it's just pay on the door now. I'm not sure how much it is on the door, to be honest with you, but
£7.
is it £7 on the door?
7 sheets.
7 sheets of English pounds.
Yeah.
So yeah, get down there, support your scene, and come up now. In a few seconds' time, when the computer wants to do what it wants to do, I'm going to play some Metallica. But if you want to get in contact and speak to the guys, ask them anything you want, because we're going to play some tracks from the album before they get off. So 01614 99022, that's 01614 99022. Or you can email studio at wfmradio.org, and you're listening live on 97.2 on FM, and don't forget online as well, www.wfmradio.org. Come up now, here's some Metallica, this is Enter Sandman. Anyway, I do apologise to everyone about that. That is not how Babylon Fire actually sound, because it doesn't sound that distorted. But I'm going to ask the guys about the recording of the album. Do you want to tell us where did you get the idea for the name and the concept of the album, or was it just like tracks that you wrote, basically, and just put them all together?
With regards to the album title,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the song's called Dark Horizons, and that was actually our singer Mark's idea.
Right, okay.
And there's a lyric in one of my favourite songs on the album, which is called, the song is called Darkness Draws Me In, and there's a lyric in it that says Dark Horizons Yet To Come. We were just pondering ideas. We didn't want to have the title of the album be just one of the tracks of the album. And then Mark sort of just said one day, what about if we called it Dark Horizons? And we kind of thought, yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah, we'll go with that, because we didn't have anything else.
Fair enough. What do you usually do? Do you usually go into a studio and you've got stuff written, or do you actually do it as you record the album?
No, going with stuff written. If we went in there with a blank canvas, we'd
Still be there now. Still be there now, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. We were like, oh god, boys, we're going to have to run, this is going to cost us like 15 grand or something.
Yeah.
So, no, you're going as prepared as you can be with all the tunes. And it's just a matter of tweaking them. And obviously, what you do have when you go in there, you've got an idea, but when you actually start putting it down on tape, it might not sound perfect. And you go, actually, let's try it different. Then you start messing about with it. But yeah, going as prepared as you can be.
Yeah, we like to have our homework done before we go in and record. So
fair enough.
We took our time writing the album, but for the better. I mean, attention to detail. We didn't really skimp anywhere on it. We really, put everything we've got into it to write the best album that we could, and we're really proud of the output.
And it turned out it was for about 14 days recording, so 2 weeks done, sorted.
That's not bad, that.
Yeah. We've got to tip our hat to the maestro in the producer's chair as well, Mr. Andy Gibley, for certainly in terms of helping us capture our sound down onto, I want to say vinyl, but we're in the wrong era for that, so down onto, onto tape, if you like. It's not even tape
you did have
anymore.
a second guitarist, but he left for family reasons. He had a young family, so we're still great friends with him. And it's one of the things. If it didn't work out with him, fine. You know what I mean. We weren't going to start giving him any grief over it, so we were going to get another guitar player in. But
no one lived up to the challenge.
No.
We left an extremely big set of boots to fill. So we auditioned like probably at least 100 people probably, and then in that process, whilst none of those people really lived up to the task. I mean, some of them were great players, but for whatever reason they just didn't fit in. We were still writing as a four-piece, and we realised that we were kind of filling the gap ourselves, because in that time scale of trying out different people and then writing ourselves, we started to develop a new sound that really suited us, and it worked well just with the one guitar, so that's what we went for.
Do you have a dedicated lyric writer, or do you all just chip in?
Well, mainly it was Mark, the singer.
Yeah.
It was. I mean,
I like to have a bit of a input on it, just because there's certain things sometimes that I want to capture, but it is mainly Mark. But it's usually the three of us. When it comes to the vocal side of things, because Rick and I are very much instrumental in the music side of writing the music. Certainly to begin with, either Rick will have the idea for a whole tune, or I will, or we'll have the makings of a tune and we'll get together and then we'll take it to the others. But lyrically, or vocally should I say, that's very much us two.
Melodies and stuff, you hear over a riff, you go, oh, I can hear this going here or there, and somebody else might not hear that, or they'll bring something else. But in terms of the majority of the lyrics, that is Mark. And I personally am glad it is, because you believe a singer more. If it's the majority of their stuff, you can believe him than just singing blah blah blah.
We like it when my favourite lyrics of Mark's are where he just comes in and goes, I've got these lyrics and it's a whole story, and you're like, wow, that's great, and then there's other times where we've kind of worked together and we'll tweak bits here and there. And that'll happen always, and that happens with the music as well. But
is it always the lyrics that come first and then you add
last?
The last. Lyrics always come last. We always write the music
Which is a mad way. That's only because we're actually writing the tunes, so we've got material. And it's like, right, if it was the other way around, where I've got this vocal melody and I want him, because like with Mark, he can play guitar, can't he? So if he came to us and said, I've got a vocal melody under these chords,
we could write a song around it.
But
it just so happens. It kind of works the way we do it, and we get the music going, and we get a really good feel for it. Because what we'll do is, when we've come up with the song and we've bashed it into something good at rehearsals, then we usually will record it ourselves, and then we'll take that away, give that to Mark, and we'll both have it as well, and go away and just listen to it, digest it, and start coming up with melodies and ideas. And then the three of us will get together in a room and start knocking something together. And just record as we go.
Sounds pretty cool way of doing it.
It's a good process. You do get a buzz out of it.
It's rewarding.
I'm sure it is.
It certainly gives you your validation, if you like. When the four of us get in a room and start playing together, it's like, I remember now why I like life. Or likewise, when you have the, from being sat down on an acoustic guitar a little bit sort of worse for wear, just knocking around and coming up with something by chance, and then hearing that then sort of like, 12 months later on a finished CD, as a full song, that's very rewarding as well.
So is there a lot of material you haven't actually put on the album that you've got for another EP or album?
Well, we've got a few ideas, bits of songs, but we actually focused on the right amount of tunes. In fact, this is stupid, but we thought we had 11 songs, right?
No, we thought we had 10.
Oh no, 10 songs.
So we had 10 because that was the idea.
Tick them off, that, and it was only probably 2 weeks before we went in the studio. And hang on a minute, we've got 11 here. How could we have been so stupid? We can't do basic maths.
And then we decided that we wanted to put this is a hat tip to, I know one of Chris's favourite bands, Kill Switch Engage. We wanted to do a little acoustic thing because on Kill Switch's album, certainly on their earlier ones, they have like a nice little acoustic piece going on with some harmonies going on and everything. And we always thought, and to be fair, at the Gates we had them do it first when we were kids, and we were like, man, that sounds amazing. We want to do something like that. So yeah, Rick's actually said to me, do you fancy writing an acoustic piece for the album? And I was like, yeah, I do actually. So and that came together brilliantly because I had the sort of beginnings or the makings of something, and I sort of tracked down the basics of that in the studio, and then Rick was just sat there, and Rick plays bass in the band, but not many people know this, but Rick's a fantastic acoustic guitar player, and he was just sat there, and he goes, I can hear something, do you mind if we have a go and see what it's like? And as soon as he started playing it over the top, I was like, dude, crack it now. So we did that, and that just sort of came together, and then we just added some other guitar textures and stuff on it, and we're really proud of that as well.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Okay, I'm going to go into that as well, look. You look to see the little red and white there. Alright. I'm just going to try it, I might have to keep on with me. Hang on. I'm not playing on air, yeah. I'm just going to try this one. Right, let's try this one.
Is your volume down on your on your computer?
No.
Yeah, you need to just bring that down so it's not peaking.
Yeah. That's what it is, right. Okay. Sorry.
It's like an output.
Yeah.
Right, sorted it. I know what the problem is now, that's what I've had for the last few weeks, right? Yours that's coming up next, right? I'm just going to check it one more time and I'll put it back up here. So it works. Grab the wire. See, I didn't figure it out yet.
You figured it out.
Oh, yeah, but I was figuring, I knew it was something to do with the wire, I didn't know what it was though. Alright.
Just open this door after.
That was Babylon Fire, that was Blood In, Blood Out, off their brand new album Dark Horizons, and we've got Rish and we've got Rick in the studio. How's it going, guys? You alright?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Very well.
So, do you want to tell us a bit more about recording the album?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Basically, from like the idea stage, how long did it actually take you to actually, I know it said like 2 weeks to actually record it, but how long to actually get it mastered and stuff like that, or did it take longer to do the mastering?
Yeah, there was possibly there was a bit of to-ing and fro-ing from Andy, our producer, with like mix. We after we'd actually done the recording, we went away, and listened to the tracks, and just to get ideas for the mix, etc.
Yeah.
We all put our ideas forward, and then we sat with Andy, and he did some tweaks. So maybe a couple more weeks, would you say?
Yeah. Well, I was definitely a stickler for it because I kept getting it back, and it's like, it's not right, it's not right. It needs another tweak, tweak. And I bet they were thinking, Christ.
Yeah, but we got there.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I'm happy with it. So it's,
yes, definitely. I mean, it's worth it. At the end of the day, your song's immortalised. Yeah. I want to say on vinyl again, but again we're not in that area. But your song's immortalised on CD into the world's consciousness. So you want them to be right. That's how your songs are going to be.
Here we go. Try this one. If there's enough demand for it, would you do it on vinyl?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's like a limited edition or
something. We were already talking about doing one. A limited edition, limited pressing of it. It won't be in the immediate future, but it will be. Hopefully next year. We'll do a limited pressing of it on vinyl, definitely.
You got to give us a shout when you do that.
We spoke to our good folks at at Rock Sector Records who we've put the album out with, and we spoke to the boss there, Mark, and he said that he'll be more than behind that idea as well. If like I say.
And funnily enough, like we put a few tracks up on like SoundCloud and MP3s and stuff.
Yeah.
And you listen to the CD and there's nothing compares to it. So if we had it on vinyl, I know the sound quality would step up again. It just makes it more real and warmer.
Yeah.
So because like
especially with the extra crackles that you get on the vinyl as
exactly.
well.
Yeah.
But you know
what I mean. The old style crackle used to get back in the day.
Yeah.
No, it does. It just makes it warm, and then
still can't beat vinyl.
No.
I'm a big vinyl
collector. Obviously, I keep referring to that with my tongue firmly in my cheek because we're certainly not a band who's stuck in the past. You can tell that by our sound and our ethos. But it just like Joe just pointed out there, and Rick, the sound of vinyl and that whole thing. When you used to buy a record, it's just
Yeah,
you
lost
felt
in it,
like
don't you?
you
The
felt like you were
artwork
getting
and-
something,
Yeah.
you know.
But the artwork on the vinyl is fantastic.
Yeah,
Now you,
and-
you can't reproduce on
You
CDs.
can't,
No.
you can't. And
No.
the thing is, we spent a lot of time on the artwork for the album, and you know we're immensely proud of it. It was done by a guy called Chao Caldas, who is in Brazil, believe it or not. He did it for us. You know, and certainly the painting and the theme of the artwork throughout the album. And you know, we're immensely proud of that, and it's translated fabulously onto CD. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
However, I know for a fact that if we get these limited lot of vinyls done next year on vinyl, it's going to look stunning.
In a
Absolutely
gatefold
stunning. Oh,
Yeah.
vinyl, absolutely
Well,
awesome.
Purple vinyl.
Yeah.
I you know, all picture this.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going there.
Now you're talking.
Oh,
You know, if you're going to do it, do it.
yeah, do it right, yeah.
Yeah, so I've seen some friends of ours actually from Newcastle called Defcon 1. They've just done a limited pressing of their album on vinyl, and it looks magnificent. You know, and it's on like a grey camo vinyl, and it looks fantastic. And you know, it just made me think we need to do it. You know, so
We do.
next year definitely we'll be getting a limited press.
Can I pre-order it now?
Yeah.
My
There
copy.
you go, pre-order it tonight.
Yeah,
No.
definitely.
Number one.
Right, I'm going to talk to the guys a bit more very soon, but Joe, one of your favourite bands over the last few months, Kilgore, have got the album released now, so we're going to play a track by them. This is called God Complex.
Brilliant.
Hello there, old boy. You're still listening to the Rock Pit on WFM, and we will be back after these short messages. Thank you.
Played Drown by Breeze 77, that's a brand new single by Breeze 77, and Halo by the band Soil, because Fozzy, Soil and Breeze 77 will be playing around the UK and in Manchester on the 28th of this month. And I'm delighted to announce that we're going to be interviewing Breeze 77 and Soil for the Rock Pit, which we're pretty happy about actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, great stuff.
Excellent.
So yeah, get down to that gig. 28th. I think it's about £17 a ticket, something like that. So get down there.
Yeah,
Go and see
£17
three great bands. You've got
Brilliant
Chris
bands.
Jericho and Fozzy, and then you've got Breeze 77 and Soil off for £17.
I'm going to have to have a slice of that, I think.
Yeah.
That's,
After you've
that's,
seen
um,
Babylon Fire at my
Yeah,
wall, then
of
go and
course,
see
yeah,
it.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Right. So tell us a bit about the launch night again. What is going down tomorrow night?
So yeah, it's going to be an amazing night. We're going to be showcasing, you know, pretty much the whole album.
Yep.
And yeah, it's going to be fantastic. It's just a chance for us to celebrate the fact that, you know, the album's been done, it's out now, you know, through the great guys at Rock Sector Records, and you know, it's an opportunity for all our fans and, you know, the fans of the other bands as well to get in a room together and just celebrate, you know, some great music from Manchester and the northwest. Really.
Yeah.
So, it's been fantastic. And then following, you know, the album launch, so for anyone who missed that, doors are at 6 PM tomorrow. First band's on at 6:45, which is
And
Damage
tickets
Escape.
are what? Tickets are what?
Well, it'll be £7 on the door now
£7.
because I think pretty much all the
Damage
tickets.
Escape are on just about what
Damage
time?
Escape are on at 6:45.
6:45. Okay.
Then
and
you've
then who?
got Icon on at 7:30. Then you've got Derision on at 8:15, and then you've got Our Good Selves on at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So you know, don't miss it, guys. Whoever's listening out there, it's going to be a fantastic night for British metal.
Right, and then what have you got gig wise after that?
So we've only got a couple of things gig wise lined up to see us into Christmas. December the 5th and 6th.
We've got Wednesday the 5th at the Shed in Leicester, and then we're in Nottingham the day after,
Pit and Pendulum.
Pit and Pendulum, and then we're having a break and getting ready for a tour which will probably be February time.
Right, okay.
And that's we can't say
we can't say
can't say
too
too much
much
about it, but it will be a rock sector tour. So it'll be
So it's going to be a full UK tour, is that you're going to try and
it
do?
will be
Yeah.
it will.
Yeah.
So we'll obviously tell you more on that as we know more on it. All we know is that you know we'll be going out in February with you know on a bit of a rock sector package tour basically, which we're completely stoked about. What the other thing we will be doing though before then is we will be
in the gap.
in the gap that we was talking about. We're actually going to be shooting a video, so
Cool.
we're excited.
Any
about
idea
that.
what track you're going to pick yet?
Yeah, we've pretty much decided that it's going to be Blood In, Blood Out, which
Right.
was the track you played
Yep.
earlier. So it's got a nice sort of, you know, it's got a bit of a collective mentality, a bit of gang mentality, sort of, you know, a positive, very positive vibe. So yeah.
Alright, so where can people check out your stuff if they've not actually have never heard of Babylon Fire or not heard of the new album yet?
Okay, so you can go to babylonfire.com. You can also find us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/babylonfire. You can find us on Reverb Nation and stuff like that.
Google us and
Google us, you'll find it. But if you want to,
saying that, you've got to Google Babylon Fire Metal, because otherwise you'll get the Babylon Fire Department in New York.
Funnily enough, a couple of the firemen over there are huge fans of the band, actually, believe it or not, which is pretty awesome. We did a t-shirt swap with them, and the guys, they love us over there. They're always shopping our causes. In fact, I've got to say this actually, because it's a really touching story, but with everything that's been going on out there with the hurricane and everything recently in New Jersey and New York, Billy, one of the firemen, actually sent me a message just to say that he'd be telling me we've been out to like this many house fires, this many call outs, this many rescues, and he says it's been hard work, but him and his boys did it, they worked hard and they did each other proud, but the one thing that got them through was listening to the song Strength by Babylon Fire, and that's
awesome.
That's amazing. That's
Quality.
touched our hearts massively, so absolutely. But yeah, if you type in Babylon Fire Metal on Google, you'll find us. Also, the album's available on iTunes if you like to download. Rochester Records.
Through there.
You can, exactly. You can get the album on play.com, hmv.com, Amazon. You can get it in our own web store, which you can access from our Facebook page, etc. So it's out there. Just type us in on Google, you'll find us, and then check us out.
Alright guys, I've got to say thanks for coming in, and I'm going to leave with what Mark said on the J.A.C. interview.
Right.
Get hold of Dark Horizons. If you don't, you're stupid, because you're the forefront of British metal. There we go. Anyway, this is your pick. This is Mastodon. This is Blood and Thunder. Cheers guys.
Thank you.